What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Alright, so as we all know, ESPN, in a recent round of firings, let go of some 20 longtime on-air personalities. Recently, on his podcast, Stephen A. Smith, who was spared from these firings, spoke on many of the individuals who he will no longer have the pleasure, or maybe secretly displeasure, of working with. He said ESPN laid off about 20 members of its on-air talent. Friends of mine, actually, definitely respected colleagues who had done a phenomenal job and deserved better. They deserve better from than the times we're living in. To see Jalen Rose gone, my brother, got a lot of love for that brother. A lot of the great work he's done over the years, what he's represented for the company. He is a brilliant basketball mind. He's somebody that worked his ass off all of the time. Jeff Van Gundy is another outstanding, brilliant basketball analyst for ESPN for years. I could say I'm going to miss him, but I just can't imagine he's going to be out of work for long. I'm sure I'll see him on the air doing his thing. Jeff Van Gundy has been a Hall of Fame analyst and commentator. Neil Everett from SportsCenter. Ashley Brewer from SportsCenter. My brother Keyshawn Johnson. We've been friends for over 20 years. I'm sad to see him go. However, one person was missing from Stephen A. Smith's soliloquy. Max Kellerman. Which is sort of odd because he spent, about 3-4 years working with Max Kellerman on First Take. Pretty sure that he's known Max Kellerman for years. Max Kellerman had been with the company. I think he was the original host of Around the Horn, if I'm not mistaken. Max Kellerman's been around since he was like barely in his 30s. You don't mention Max Kellerman? I mean, I understand that you guys may not have been on the best of terms, but you don't mention him at all, Stephen A. Smith? At all. Just out of respect. Or is it that what a lot of us believe to be true, you are and have been jealous of Max Kellerman? Sure, he doesn't have the contract that you have. He doesn't have quite the pull you have at ESPN. But he has something that you lack. And that is the respect of his colleagues. Max Kellerman, by and large, I should say, not by and large, is a boxing guy. He's a boxing guy. But he's had some terrible takes. His Kobe takes are terrible. His Tom Brady takes, even to me, some of his Tom Brady takes were pretty bad. However, when he was debating you on that show, even though he didn't have the personality that people prefer, loud, boisterous, rah, 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 more than not, he beat you. Because he used logic, for the most part, to defeat your long-winded, blathering, bloviating nonsense. And you knew it secretly that he was smarter than you were. But what really got under your skin was when Terrell Owens, who hasn't been back on the network, if I'm not mistaken, since this episode. I remember watching it. I think it was sometime in 2019. Ever since he told you to your face that Max has more credibility in the black community than you do. He is blacker than you. That got under your skin like nothing else because you already didn't particularly care for Max Kellerman. So you decided at that moment that you were going to do everything you could to get rid of him. And I'm going to tell you something else, too. Not only did he succeed in getting rid of Max Kellerman, but I believe that it didn't stop there. I believe that he is purposely, and I think Ticket TV has said something about this, too. I think that he purposely badmouthed Max Kellerman to a certain extent in interviews in an attempt to have him removed from ESPN. And I think Max Kellerman sort of knows that. So out of spite or out of guilt, whatever the reason may be, you didn't mention Max Kellerman. So he don't fool me with those crocodile tears and his acting performance. Stephen A. Smith is a very shady guy who uses his pulpit, his bully pulpit, to do exactly that, bully people. You already caught him in a lie saying that he don't take things personal. We already saw what he does, what he did to Kyrie Irving. So, we know that he does that. And he already warned us before. You don't want to make an enemy out of me. So it is what it is, man. But tell me what you guys think.